The stray dog in my locality keeps running behind cars. Please ask him to stop it. The dogs in my locality bark at other strangers and even go to snap or bite them. Please ask them to stop it. These are the questions I get regularly asked by a lot of people who reach out to me for a communication with their community animals. And for all these statements, my answer to them is just one: animal communication is all about respecting the perception and free will of the animal. We cannot force them to do things. We can only talk to them, understand what they feel about the situation, and ask them for a probable resolution. Hi, my name is Akshaya Kaure. I'm a nature and animal telepathic communicator, which means I can speak to plants, animals, and other species telepathically. And in this video, I wish to discuss with you how, while animal communication can help with such instances that I just stated, we cannot force animals to do things. I often get a lot of people reaching out to me to speak to their animals about their behaviors, especially the animals who are community animals, asking them to stop doing things that are bothering the people around them. And in most of these cases, whenever I have spoken to the animal, I get two responses. One is that the general intention about the people in that locality is very harsh towards the animal, and they are just mirroring what the general consensus and general feeling towards the animal is, or it is their free will to do this and they wish to continue on living as per they want, and therefore they do not really wish to change. And if that is causing the humans trouble, the humans are free to do what they want. I'm just stating two of the most commonly received answers that I have in my experience. Of course, there have been several cases where the animals have more than happily obliged and understood what the issue is and have also changed their behavior. However, we need to understand that we cannot and should not force animals to do anything just because it's convenient for us or just because we feel it's safer for them. It's very important that we understand what their perception of the entire situation is, and then ask them what they would like to do to resolve the situation. And that is where animal communication comes handy, because we have the beautiful ability to understand and respect the free will and perception of the animal. I hope this brought in clarity about what can and cannot be done through animal communication, and you enjoyed watching this video. Until the next one, bye bye.